like I said, I'm jumping right into this. It's 85 degrees outside. I decided to climb this tree on a Sunday that I'm off. Season's in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks now. Next September 7th comes in, so it's I'm out of shape. That's for sure. But yeah, let's get to it. And I'm gonna show you the difference today between my mirrorless Sony A6600 and videoing with my iPhone 15 Pro Max, just to show you the difference that you truly don't need a $1,500 camera to self film. If you're on a budget, if you just want to get your kids involved, your kids want to do it, it's very, very easy to do. And I'll have side by side footage here to show you that a 20-yard shot at a 5x zoom is very doable. You'll see some grain. Um, you'll see in the video what I'm talking about. If you're just trying to get the experience or you're learning, you want to start something, you want to start editing, this is a perfect way to do it. This is just standard. This is 18 on the lens for my Sony A6600. And then the iPhone 15 Pro Max, this is just your standard 1x zoom. As you can see on the Sony, I'm pretty well zoomed out. I can get a focal on everything. The one thing I can't do, but if I had a full frame camera, I could, is go to this 0.5 zoom. And as you can see, that really expands out where you can already see, look at where my hand difference is. These cameras are only 4 inches apart. So that's one of the differences. Um, I'm going to zoom in with the iPhone 15 Pro Max first. There's a couple different options you have just to go ahead and quick zoom. We're going to say this mineral spot right in front of me here is where the deer is at. I was not bringing the deer down here. Right there, 2x. Very capable of getting a good shot on camera. Getting it back on your laptop, cropping, zooming. You can see that shot no problem. Now, I'm going to go to we'll go half of this, probably around 60 with the Sony. Now you can see the zoom is a little different. And right now, we're about 65. I'm zoomed in on that tree. This is a big difference with these cameras. So with the mirrorless, I have to actually click where I want to focus at. And I'm spot focusing now. Everything in front is a little more blurred out, and the actual image that I'm trying to capture is clarified. That's the big difference. Now, you want to get a little testier, and I'm zoom in just a little bit more. There's 3x. Still, really great quality shot right there. Zoom in right on that mineral block. Good to go. We'll go a little bit farther with the Sony before I get stung by this bee. Now, I am zoomed in a little bit more with the camera, but that's all right. 3x, great. No problem. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom all the way in with my Sony. I would never be at this point unless I'm trying to get some B-roll footage. 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to run it at this 20 yard. Yeah, this is about 20 yards. At 20 yards, I'm probably going to be right here. This gives me more range for that deer to move, and I don't have to mess with my camera. I can it's already going to be recording. I can leave it where it's at. I can get in position, relax, and shoot. Um, a lot of guys will want to, zoom all the way in on the deer, but your laptop, you can do a lot of different things to focus in and really like do a slow zoom with your editing, and you'll be able to process everything a lot better and without missing the shot. And from here, I can follow that deer real fast. Follow that deer is over here, boom. So I'm actually able to find that deer faster after the shot because we all know everything's happening very fast. But back to this. I'm zooming in all the way. This is 135. 135. There. Very clean, very crisp. You can see the trees in front there completely blurred out. I'm totally focused in on that mineral block in the area. Now, I'm pretty sure how this works is this is the last optical option for the iPhone when recording, and this is a 5. I mean, you tell me. You don't need to spend $1,500 to start recording yourself hunt or your kids. The benefit for the camera, I don't have to switch over to video. I don't have to switch over to camera. I can just simply just click this and I'm gonna take pictures. I use my phone now as a secondary angle camera. Um, Basically, if the tree is facing directly in front of me, I can have that camera facing me so I can get the actual footage of my shot. Yeah, it makes the film a lot better, but it also shows if I've made any mistakes when I'm shooting. I might have my hand grip, I might be gripping real tight. I might have punched the trigger, might not have been set all the way. So there's a lot of things I look at too. It's not just for the film hunt, but it's for myself in general. My camera arm's always going to be here on my left side, just getting underneath here. It's usually a little bit lower, but that's okay. But so we were zooming in, we're on that mineral block right there. Now, let's see, I still wouldn't even go past this at 5x for that tree. You're talking that's over at least 50 yards. Now you want to zoom in? Very capable, 50 yards. I don't have my rangefinder, but you catch my drift. And see, as you're working this, if you're the cameraman, you can do all these slow zooms with your fingers. I personally will not be able to zoom in like that with my phone. Um, the view you're gonna get, I'm not gonna adjust my setup, but this camera, this phone's gonna be right here, somewhere right here like this. It's about head height right now, and I'll be able to tilt it a little bit like that, depending on where I'm shooting at. Backward shot, this is a very good angle. Side shot, it's not, you're gonna see more of my face than anything. I can be able to turn it. I can't really zoom out or focus in anymore with the front facing camera. But using it this way, I can actually show that I'm filming. I got a good angle. I'm not going to be like this. I'm not missing any, I'm not missing half my body. When you flip it around, you don't really know where you're at. That is the nice thing about DJI or GoPro. They have that front facing camera and you can see everything going on and still get the good quality of your main camera. So, but I can try it. If I was going to do it, it would probably be like this. Um, it probably looks a little bit more of like a fisheye look. I'm not really sure. I haven't done it like this because I've been worried about not being able to see the camera, and it bothers me that if I hit a button as I'm turning around, or I got to do too much movement to start the camera. So that's probably mainly why I'm going to use the front-facing camera. Okay, because that plane seemed like it was 10 feet above my head. Yeah, I've gone through cameras. I've spent money. They hold their value. Don't get me wrong. You can sell them for pretty much what you bought them for, a couple $100 less. So you're not really breaking the bank on that point. But do your research before buying when you have the money. You guys have seen the footage between these two cameras and what they can do. So I'm done for the day. It's hot. I'm just dying sitting up here. Bugs. I forgot how bad the bugs are this early in the season. Yeah, there's a difference. Here's your sign. Pull the trigger. That's it.